Have in your relationships, have you ever not met the expectations of the person you was with?
Absolutely. I have not at times.
How often did you apologize for it?
Every time.
You apologize every time.
Every time.
You
Every
ever got
time. If it was something that was discussed and something that I said that I would do and I dropped the ball, I absolutely apologized.
have you ever been done wrong and then like disrespected somebody in the process? Like say for instance, you felt like somebody did you wrong in a relationship and then you fly off the handle and you cuss them or you disrespect them. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Have you ever apologized for it?
Yes.
How often?
Every time.
Every time?
Yes.
Oh, this must be the most perfect woman on the planet.
Nope. But
Let
this
me
is the thing. Two wrongs don't make a right. So I will catch myself and I will come back and be like, you know what? I I shouldn't have even cursed at you, or I shouldn't have called you that name, or I shouldn't have drove your car in the river. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have burned your house down. So yes,
let me
I
ask you
will
a
come
question,
back.
Erica.
Hmm.
And
Did you ever have to apologize for burning the house down?
You mean did I ever burn the house down? We're
Did
not
I just
talking
don't?
about that kind of snitches
I'm
getting
just saying,
stitches.
did
I'm
you
from
apologize?
Chicago.
That's
I'm
it.
just giving examples. I'm not admitting any
Yeah.
guilt to anything.
let me
So
ask
and
you
then
a
you
new hold on. Let me ask you a
go ahead,
nuanced
Mr. Orchid.
question, Erica. Say you're in a relationship and I'm in a relationship, right? And we on this show for like 3, 4 hours or whatever. And some roundabout way we flirt with each other, or I flirt with you,
What?
and you like ha 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 or something, right? Something that comes off flirty between me and you, just being on the show for like 4 hours, right? Your man gives you the silent treatment. Don't articulate why they mad, but they just like, no, that's some bullshit. And then say my girl do the same thing, give me the silent treatment, and don't articulate why they're mad. And they like, no, you know you wrong. You know what you did. Like, what kind of shit would that be, right? Wouldn't you be looking at your mate like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Articulate what you see so we can have a conversation.
I
Does
don't
that
care.
make sense?
I understand what you're saying, but I would 100% know why my man is mad because I know my man. When I have somebody, I know them. And so if they being all funny and
Really?
funky when I come upstairs or whatever, I know why.
You know
I already know.
exactly what happened on a 4 hour show that made him mad. Come on now.
No, I don't know what happened, but I know why he's mad. I'm like,
That's
oh
what I'm
man, he
saying.
probably didn't like, how I was talking to, some of the
You
men
just
on the
want to show
show.
up and
So
apologize, and you don't even know what you did wrong, because that's what a lot of times guys do. And that the guy is wrong for apologizing, like the stupid dude in the overalls, because you have to find out what's wrong before you just up and apologize.
that's
Just
not what
like a
he
robot.
was saying, though. But yes, I believe in specific apologies because I don't want the apology if you say, I'm sorry for whatever you think I did,
Right.
you
That's
know?
all I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
And that's
want
how
that
you were
apology.
sounding. You was just like, "Oh, I apologize. Oh, I apologize. Apologize." Like it just sounded like that. I don't know.
No, 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 no. He asked me specific questions. He said, hey, have you ever apologized, because you flew off the handle because you were disrespected? If I apologize, if my delivery was like over and beyond, it's like bringing a gun to a knife fight. If I brought a gun to a knife fight, yes, I owe you an apology.
Okay.
You know
All
what
right,
I
Eric,
mean? So
just so you know, Sweeney watching you because he already called that you was perfect. So he watching you. Just so you know, he
not
waiting.
Can I just
perfect. I'm
input on what
crazy.
Miss Erica said really quickly? When she said some people have a hard time with like apologizing, specifically men. Now, I would say it's like an even amount. I say some women have
No,
some
it's not even.
issues with apologizing, and some men have issues with apologizing. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my dog.
Oh, really?
That's my baby. I do think that. Because I think only a narcissist has a problem with apologizing. Like narcissistic people have a problem with apologizing. There's no regular human being that has like, I wouldn't say regular human being like they're not normal human beings, but there's something psychologically wrong there that they can't seem to understand when they are wrong or when an apology is due. They cannot apologize. I think only narcissistic people can't apologize. I don't think it's specifically just men. I don't think specifically it's just women. I just think it's narcissistic people that cannot apologize for anything. They will find every way to try to give you. It's called a Slade apology. They apologize without apologizing to you. Like, well, I'm sorry that I got mad at you because you made me mad that day when you said this yesterday. And you're like, no, we're not talking about what happened yesterday. We talking about what happened 5 minutes ago that you were just wrong about. You know, like they have a hard time with you pointing out the facts of what they have actually done, and they don't want to see it. That's a narcissistic person. That is not like a man or a woman having an issue with apologizing. I think that's
well. Can I ask a question to the whole group? Has anybody, and I guess I can say with a show of hands, ever purposely withheld an apology to someone that you knew they were owed for whatever reason, you don't even got to talk about the reason, but have you ever purposely withheld, you knew you were supposed to say you sorry, but purposely withheld it for whatever reason under the sun?
I don't understand what's the problem with apologizing. So I've never did.
The only thing is that to answer that question, a person that I don't apologize to purposely, I wasn't gonna apologize to him anyway. That's how I operate. So I ain't never purposely withheld an apology, because if I'm not gonna apologize, I'm just not gonna apologize. And that means I don't feel like I owe you an apology to begin with.
Yeah.
No, I'm speaking of, you owe them an apology. You just
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've never had a feeling like, you know what I mean? I may have done somebody wrong, and I may have been completely wrong in that scenario. I may have known I was wrong.
Twice.
But I still feel like I didn't owe them an apology because I may have felt like I was right in that moment.
According to Voice, you're a narcissist. Go ahead, Jasmine. We got to go ahead and close it out. Jasmine and Trey, if y'all got anything y'all want to add?
I wouldn't say that I was holding the apology per se. It was just more like what Sweeney was saying. Like, I don't want to apologize to you, but I know I could apologize for some things. But because of like how the situation went between us, it's like, no, you got to pry this apology out of my cold, dead hands, because like I don't like you anymore as a person. So,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say none of that.
He will never get it.
Don't put me in there with you.
He will never. No, I'm just kidding. But so what about say me as a woman? Like, okay, so let's give you an example. I cheated on one of my exes, right?
What?
I would have been hurt if he would have came up to me and said, thank you for cheating on me, so I knew not to marry you. Like,
you would have been hurt and you cheated on him.
Why did you cheat, Jasmine? I'm just curious. Like, why did you cheat?
So why I cheated was because like I was feeling like I'm one of those people that don't know how to let go. I wish I was Mr. Let Go so I can know how to let go, but I didn't know how to let go. So I was holding on to him even though I knew that the relationship wasn't serving me anymore, in the ways that it should. And I had pretty much stopped feeling, I don't know, like feeling sexual feelings for this person, but I still liked the person as a person because he was still a cool person, but it was just like, I wanted something more, and I just ended up, it was somebody I was talking to, but I ended up sleeping with him. But then I apologized like immediately kind of after it, and I was like, you know what, I'm sorry, I gotta let you know this happened. And he was really mad. He didn't leave me though. He didn't like break up with me, but eventually we did. But I was just like, wow, the fact that he stayed was crazy.
So you toxic.
That's why I jumped off that. That's why I jumped off that bus with it, because she said I agree with. No, don't put me in that. I did not say none of that. I'm glad I jumped off that bus before she went there.
Toxic.
She turned right real quick.